Namaste, hello and welcome to the Energetics Update with the Federation of Light for January 2024. Yes, we're almost at the end now of 2023 and I know it's been a very, I would say, and I would agree with a lot of people I've been talking to, that it's been a very challenging year. There's been a lot of things taking place that have brought sadness to many of us, but there's also been some very positive, uplifting things. So as always, it's really good to just be aware of where we put in our thoughts, and if we do see things that are upsetting to us, to just take that time to go within, to allow that love to fill us from our soul, and to allow us to come to a better place, a place of greater peace, a grace of understanding, and to focus on what we are grateful for, what we have gratitude for, and to keep that vision moving forwards, knowing that there are so many things changing for the better in this year ahead. So I'm Caroline Crawford. Welcome once more, and I'm going to now call in the Federation of Light to give us their wisdom, their guidance and their insight and the updates on some of January ahead, but I feel they might be touching on some other months beyond that as well for us. So I'm going to call them in now and sit back and enjoy. Greetings, dear friends. We come into this world with great expectation and great love for the blossoming of your souls. For that essence of you is becoming more and more a greater part of your lives. And this is such an important aspect for you all to be focusing on now. And if we were to give a theme for the next month, and indeed for the next year, it is focus on your frequency. Focus on your frequency. For as you focus on that frequency, you're becoming much more aware of your higher self, of your higher awareness, in coupling with that, collaborating with your higher self, to enable you to bring into your life and bring into this world that greater part of your existence. So we know that there's been a lot of emotion and energy around every one of you in these past few weeks with outside events. And we want to remind you, dear ones, do not place your focus too much there. There are, as we have said many times, outside influences, external influences that want to keep you, your mindset and your focus and control over you for their benefit. And it's time now that so much more of you have awakened to this game almost that is being played in the world. And it's time to be in the driving seat of your life, because the more of you now that are seeing this light and that are making that time to connect on that deeper, more powerful energy of your soul, where your authority lies, where your happiness lies, where your great creativity and inspiration lies. And this is starting to have that ripple effect, or it has been having that ripple effect, to bring about more positive changes in the outside world. Now, emotionally, we'd like to just for you to take a moment to pause and to remember what causes the emotional states to be where they are. It is how you think and how you are perceiving what you are seeing, what you are looking at in the world. And if you can see that from a different perspective, rather than what is being taken place in order to control you, in order to move you in a certain direction. But when you see that from your heart and from the truth of your true nature, you will find you'll remain more balanced, because as you recognize that things are being more manipulated, you can take that stand where you can feel the truth of your being, where you can hold that space from the truth of your being, and then allow that to have a calming, much more peaceful and positive effect on how you feel, on your emotional state. Often when you're feeling very emotional, when you've seen things that have upset you, if you took that time to think, how can I contribute something better to this world? How can I contribute from the light of my soul? You will find that almost instantly this changes your emotional state, because you're not focusing on what the illusion is. You're focusing back on the truth of who you are. And remember, the truth of who you are is where your power lies, is where your joy lies, is where your abilities to be your own alchemist and to bring in a better energy from that higher self. So with the energies that are moving through the universe now, there is a stability for you to gain from that. The more you can, as we say, focus on your frequency, the more you're becoming more conscious. And the more conscious you become, the more powerful you're becoming. And when you become more powerful from the truth of your being, your life will change. Your emotions are altered. Your mental state is altered, because you're coming from the truth of your being. Your truth is where all your self-worth lies. Your truth is where your greatest potential lies. So whatever takes place in these outside events, you can take that detachment and take that focus away from there and continue to create from that place of power, from that place of your soul. Because we say to you, dear friends, every soul on this planet, every soul that is incarnated at this time has come with one of their purposes: to live from the light within, to radiate, to create from the light within, not from what is being played out, from illusionary, from manipulative, other darker elements of your world. That's not what you came here to do. And we want to remind you of who you are. That in this great symphony of life, you are all creating your own musical notes, your own vibrationary rate, your own frequency again. And the more that is in harmony and in tune with your soul, the smoother and the more harmonics those energies are. So through January, there are being many energies that are coming in to be downloaded by you. And by downloaded, we mean to bring in to your physical awareness, to bring into your physical consciousness, to remind you and to assist you that you can operate far more from the truth of who you are. And through that strength, through your ability to acknowledge the truth of who you are, great changes and great potentials are being brought into this world. This world is here for you, for your greatest learning on a soul level. So allow yourself to connect to that soul. Allow yourself to let the truth of your being percolate through your body. Listen to your body. Listen to your intuitions. Be aware of the insights that are coming to you in this time ahead. Because as you attune more to the truth of your being, you're going to find that your insights are becoming far more frequent, that you're hearing and attuning to that truth within you from your soul that is connected to the divine and that is helping this ascension process with all of you move into another phase. The next year is going to be full of events, as always, but remember, it is how you choose to view those events. For when you recognize and realize that they are not coming from truth, because as you resonate with your truth, you will pick up and feel what is true and what is not true. And as you do that, you're going to become more aware of what you bring into this world and what you are creating in such a finite way. But moving through from that finite way, you can then leave things in this world, leave a greater light in this world through your compassion and your mindfulness that will be then infinite, because it impacts not only this world, it impacts the greater universe, the greater cosmos, because as we have said to you many times, dear one, everything is connected. When you can, to utilize and absorb these energies that are coming in, these higher frequencies and codes for you to expand and to gain that greater clarity from your soul, we'd like to suggest to you that you visualize and imagine yourself as holographic beings. For in truth, that is what you are. And if you can see yourself as that holographic being, open and drawing in those energies from your higher states of consciousness, you're going to find that you feel more stable and able to maintain a more stable frequency throughout your day. So visualize yourself as this holographic being, for that is what you are. We hear many of you talking about, calling upon, praying to the angels. Are you aware of just how many of you in the true state of your being are angelic? And you have come to assist this world. And now these energies that are coming to you in the coming months are assisting you and strengthening you and awakening more and more of your divine DNA, of your sacred self, so you can live a life much more joyously. It's important, dear ones, that you take that time, not just every day, but we would advise and suggest to you and encourage you, dear ones, to tune in at various times throughout the day to ask, what frequency am I resonating with? What frequency am I focusing on? And by doing that, this will help you come into that higher consciousness, those higher levels of thought, that affect your emotional state in a much calmer way. And as you allow yourself to accept your divinity, to accept the light you are within, the stronger you're going to feel and the more direction you're going to feel in where you want to take your next steps. The other thing that we'd like to point out to you is about steps. Take things one step at a time, just like your breath. You take one breath at a time. And as you're more focused and more mindful with that breath, the more powerful that breath is and the greater flow of energy you can utilize from within that breath. And it's the same with the steps you want to take, the same with the things you want to build on in your life. Take them one step at a time, because by doing things one step at a time, each step forward is more mindful, is more conscious. And this is the dimension, if you like, the energies that you're moving into now. Because the more mindful each one of you is with each step, with each breath, with each thought, with each plan, the more awareness you're putting behind that, the more consciousness you're putting behind that, and the more divine consciousness is playing a part, and you're allowing to play a part, dear ones, in your lives. So this ascension process, as you know, is about becoming more conscious in this world. And we become more conscious in this world by taking our time to be aware one step at a time. Asking yourselves, is this true for me? Do these energies, or is what I'm looking at, is what I'm being told, does this resonate with me? Is this true for me? And if it doesn't feel right, let go of that. Let go of the illusions. Let go of any manipulation. Let go of old beliefs and thoughts that you've had. At this time of year, it's a really good time to reassess where you've been, to praise yourself on what you have come through and what you have changed in your lives. Give yourself enough praise, because as you praise, you open up to more abundance, to more powerful thoughts from within. Because if you criticize yourself, if you're unhappy with where you are, it's far more difficult to move from that place to where you want to be. So think at this time of year through January, February, to get in a place where you're really, truly happy with where you are in this moment. Just in this moment now. Remembering that each moment is a temporary moment, and we're always moving into new energies. We're always moving towards new beginnings, planting those seeds that we have throughout the year, and trusting in that growth, in that potential that lies within you. Remember, you are divine. That will never change. You are infinite and eternal. And the energies now are asking you to step into the truth of your being. Merge with the truth and the love and the light, the power and the truth of your soul. Because the more that you envision and the more you take that time to merge and embrace the love of your soul, the going to find a greater ease in your life. You're going to find that you're able to alchemize and manifest more happiness in your life, more positivity, because it builds on each step. Don't feel any guilt if you look back and wish you would have done things differently. Your happiness does not lie in looking back at the past. It lies from taking this moment now, as we said, and being happy where you are right now. If we can encourage you, we would say make a vow for this year to be the year when you truly live from your soul, where you truly live from your truth, where you truly learn and know what is true for you, because that is where your greatest expansion lies. And it isn't all about expansion. Remember, it's about feeling what is right for you and living from that place within. We've mentioned many times before, be led by your heart. Be led by that truth and compassion and the light that lies within. For the energies, as we say, are encouraging the expansion in this area now. There is so much available to you for you to build the world that you want to build the life that you want to build, to open up greater possibilities. When you live from your soul, there is no greater energy in this world for you to live from. So don't live from what you're being told from the outside. Live from what you feel on the inside. Your feelings, your energies, your vibration. Focus, as we say, dear ones, on your frequency. There will be a lot of highs this year as energies that are creating greater things in your world to help life in many ways, particularly on the health side of things. You will find that there are new technologies coming, and technologies that have been presented previously but have not been brought into the mainstream. These changes are taking place there because of this surge of energy of consciousness on the planet from you as humans and with some non-humans that are assisting in this moving forward, for this freedom, this greater freedom to take place for humanity. Keep working towards freeing yourself through your focus on what is true, on your frequency from your heart and your soul. There may also be, as that darker element tries to cling on to what they know they are losing, some other lows around. But if we remind you, do not focus on what you're being fed. Know the difference between what is truth and what is illusion. And this is where, by using that focus throughout your day, you will gain a greater strength and clarity in all that you do. Take the time to be with yourself. Feel the angelic presence with you. Feel those great beings with you. And for many of you, that is part of you. And we'd like you to contemplate on that. So a year of changes, a year of moving forward in many respects, and keep your focus on what you want to create. Keep that focus on kindness. Keep that focus on flow, on movement, on you being true to yourself. That is where all your freedom lies, your strength, your potential, your greater creativity, your greater prosperity, and so many blessings. As always, know that we are always with you. Your ancestors are with you, your guides are with you. Be true to yourself and feel that expansion of those energies rising within you, changing within you, bringing you what you have been asking for. So focus on the light, focus on the love, focus on empowering yourself by focusing on your frequency, dear ones. We love you very much. Take your energy and your light into the world. It is a great infinite light for you to create with. Your purpose is to shine your light from your truth, from your soul, and you have all the support to do that through Mother Earth, through divine celestial energies, but most of all from your soul. Many blessings, dear one. We love you. I could feel those energies were very, very tranquil today, very stilling, if that's a word I could use. I felt very still within as they were channeling their message. And it's something that they've been talking to both Paul, my husband, and I about this last couple of weeks, about checking in on our thoughts, on our frequency, because as we check in, it kind of activates, if you like, that higher energy within us. And I've been practicing that, and it really has been uplifting. Because this year, I won't go into it all, but it has been an extremely challenging year, but we've remained focused. We've remained doing the best we can to choose our thoughts and to keep coming from that loving energy, to not focus on what has gone before us or even what is happening at times in our lives that we're finding very challenging, but to focus on where we want to go and to focus on that higher energy of knowing that there is abundance for all, that there is love for all, that there is peace for all. And by creating that within us and letting go of the old subconscious and unconscious programs, it really has uplifted our energies, even just very, very recently. So be true to yourself, as they say. Let go of the old programming, just cleanse away that, realise what is not true for you, and focus on that self-love, on your frequency, and on moving into a year that you are going to find way more joyful by keeping your vibration up. Lots of love from me. If you celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas. If you don't, have a wonderful season anyway. Let it be a season of joy, of light, of love, of coming together with those that care about you. And if you are on your own, sending you all my love, and know that you're never truly alone. There are always spirit family around us, and reach out wherever you can. Namaste. Lots of love from my heart to yours. Bye for now.